Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
And they didn't win by 15 like they had the previous 7 games, but it was a big win for them at home against a Texas A&M team that really needed this one in a lot of ways because they had just come off a bad loss to LSU. I thought it was a good spot for the Aggies, who were picked second in the preseason SEC poll, and Auburn wins another one. And this team, I'll tell you what, I think this team is as surprising as almost any in the country this year. I did not see this coming. And I always talk to Bruce before the year, and he's pretty realistic about his team. I don't think he saw this coming either, but the guards have been terrific, and they take care of the ball. They share the ball. I saw Aiden Holloway a lot on the AU circuit, and I really liked him. But he was a scorer. He was a volume guy who could really fill it up. And, you know, I just think these guys are playing, especially Holloway's playing a lot older. Denver Jones has been a nice addition, coming from like a low major, going up a couple levels. Is this Auburn team for real, Dalen? Are they for real, for real?
In this context of this year in college basketball, yes. And what I mean by that is they could maybe get themselves to a Final Four. The reason I say maybe is actually when that first game against Baylor, I liked them right away. And that was a loss. It was one of their 2 losses. But I was like, man, I like this kid Holloway. I've liked Janai Broome since he was at Morehead State. Cardwell and Williams, they got some length. They got athleticism. That they had some better, not better shot makers in the past. They've had some better shot makers, but a bunch of guys that can contribute. You couldn't take one guy away and really kind of change their whole team. My concern is, and we saw it in this A&M game, because they took care of the ball until they didn't take care of the ball. They were 30-22 at half, and in the start of the second half, they want to play at pace. They want to be fast, and at times they can make it chaotic, and they can be comfortable in chaos. But when they speed themselves up, they make me nervous. It just becomes a bit of a sloppy, chaotic game. And against a team like A&M, where they have more talent than them, and A&M's best offense is literally throwing the ball at the rim and going and getting a rebound a lot of times, that may not hurt them. I haven't looked at the schedule. I want to know when they play like a Kentucky, because Kentucky you can speed up and you want to play fast, but they're going to make a bunch of shots. I wonder if they're going to have some opportunities there. I love the rim protection though for Auburn. I think their metrics right now surprise me that they are that high up. I don't think they're the 5th best team in the country, but I do think they can beat anybody. I do think they will compete with the SEC in terms of winning a title. I think it'll be Kentucky, Tennessee, and Auburn. I think it'll be those 3 teams most likely vying for a title of a league that may get 8 or 9 teams in. So it's going to be fun to watch them. But I think they're in a half-court game and against changing defenses. You saw Buzz Williams throw in some zone in that game too. Really changed the look of that game. And A&M shot themselves in the foot. They made turnovers late, and really Auburn made free throws. That's how they got to Cover City. Thank God. Well done, boys, making your free throws down the stretch there. But it wasn't as good a performance as they put in the past. But I think they're going to keep getting better. And I think they have to be able to execute in half-court games to win in March. And they have to be able to show that. At times in the SEC, you're going to have to be able to grind out some games and win some games and not have to be a chaos and shoot yourselves in the foot. How to balance those things out.
Tyler, where are you on the Tigers, who did a great job tonight on Wade Taylor? I mean, that was the key. If you can kind of hold him, he's kind of their guy. If he gets hot and has his 30-point games, they can beat just about anybody. Well, tonight he was 2 for 16 from the field, really struggled. And if you can hold him in check, and I think that's kind of the problem with Buzz Williams' team, they're too reliant on him.
Yeah, and with Auburn, I would say that Broome is one of the better bigs in the SEC, and I thought, maybe they would rely on him a lot, but it looks like they're having more contribution. They are a much better team than a lot of people actually would thought. They're a great surprise. I just need to see more of them and to see them tested. Just like Dalen said, I want to see him go against Kentucky and see what they're really about. But right now they're proving people wrong, and they're playing very well. And you're right, they did stop Wade Taylor tonight, and he can get hot, but that's what A&M relies on.
So they get Kentucky February 17th at home. They only play them once, and it's at Auburn. It might be a game where, honestly, I circle that one. And that's a game you want to go to because there aren't many games this year.
That's going to be a game day game right there. That's got to be a game day game. You're going to be on the plains, Kentucky and Auburn? Okay, anyway, sorry.
me and Greenberg can hang out together February 17th. That'll be fun.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.